Hi everybody, this is going to be a video to explain to you about something called pollination. So you have a copy of this word mat in the slides, and we have some key questions here that we need to understand so that we can do our main activity. The first thing we need to know is, what is pollen? Pollen is the yellow dust that is on this part of the flower. If your parents have ever bought lilies or anything like that, you will notice that there is a dust on the parts of it, orange or yellow dust, and that gets everywhere. So pollen is pretty special stuff. Pollen can go onto other plants and make seeds. So it's really important for plants to share pollen with other plants. One way that pollen can be shared between plants is by using bees. So the bees help to share the pollen. The pollen, when it goes to a new plant, can make new seeds. So those are the things that you need to know in order to understand it basically. So how does the bee help? It goes to flowers. It goes to flowers that it notices have beautiful petals. So the reason flowers are beautiful and have lovely petals are because bees like them. So a bee will be flying along, feeling a bit hungry, and it will see a beautiful flower and it will think, "Ooh, yummy." And in here, there's some juice called nectar. And that's what the bee uses to make honey, actually. It's not honey in the flower, it's nectar. So the bee jumps on the flower and goes down with its long tongue and starts drinking the delicious nectar. When it gets full, it comes out, and you'll notice on his legs here, there'll be some fluffy bits, and the pollen will get stuck on the bee. So the bee's in there having a great nectar drink, and all this yellow, dusty pollen gets stuck on his legs. So he gets full and he flies away, and then he sees another flower and he thinks, "Oh, yum, more nectar." Goes on to the new flower, and all his old pollen from this flower goes on this part of the flower. This is called the stigma. It's the female part of the flower. And when the pollen goes down through here, it goes into a place in the flower called the ovary. And it tells the ovary to make a seed. When it makes the seed, then it makes a fruit, because the fruit protects the seed. And that's how new seeds are made. And that's why insects are so important, especially bees. That's why you should never kill a bee, because they help to make food and new seeds and new plants. So there you go. Fantastic.